Are you heading to Scotland in your motorhome or campervan and hope to do some wild camping? Well, you're in luck because the Highland Council has launched a motorhome and campervan guide for visitors. It includes guidance for overnight stays and waste disposal, amongst other things. In this video, we're going to see what it says, so stick around and stay tuned. I'm Ads from Herman Hits a Road, and just so you know, you can find a link to the guide in the video description so you can read it for yourself. It's only a page long and it is a PDF file. I've also provided timestamps. However, I suggest you don't skip any part of this video because there is a lot of information and advice within the guide that you're not going to want to miss. The guide has been produced to help you enjoy the Highlands responsibly, protecting the environment and keeping it clean, tidy and safe for both visitors and residents. The guide starts off with advice on how to support the local businesses and the communities. As with the rest of the UK, there has been a significant impact on the Highland economy due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the related restrictions. You can help the local recovery by using the local businesses wherever possible. Buy groceries in local shops, have a coffee and a cake in a cafe, or enjoy an evening meal in a local pub. Book ahead wherever possible. There are lots of campsites available in some of our most scenic spots and we encourage you to support them. Some will be busy at times, so plan ahead and book campsites in advance where possible. The next section is about the access code. Access rights do not extend to any motorised activities. Therefore, when you park your vehicle, it is important not to cause any damage or create any obstruction by not blocking an entrance to a field or building, not making it difficult for other people to use a road or track, having regard for the safety of others, trying not to damage the verge, and using a car park if one is nearby. The guide then gives you links to the Highway Code and the Scottish Outdoor Access Code. You can actually click or tap the links in the PDF to take you directly to them. Next we have driving safely. Be courteous to other road users. Motorhomes commonly travel more slowly than other vehicles, so please check your mirrors regularly and let the traffic behind you pass. Many of our roads are single track roads where a different driving etiquette is required. Use the first available passing place on the left you see to allow other motorists to pass. Stay on the left. If the passing place is on your right, wait on the road opposite the passing place to allow traffic to pass. Do stop to allow overtaking. Remember, our emergency services use personal vehicles to attend a call. If you see a vehicle flashing headlights behind or towards you, it may be a doctor, firefighter, mountain rescuer or a coast guard attending an emergency, so let them pass. Do not park in a passing place. It is illegal and you may get a fixed penalty notice. I'd also like to add that it's a good idea not to tail other vehicles, especially another motorhome, because the passing bays are only big enough for 2 cars and not 2 motorhomes. So give yourself plenty of room between you and the vehicle in front. Now we get into the part that everyone will be looking out for: overnight parking. Stopping overnight in a motorhome outside a formal site is not wild camping, as permitted by the Scottish Outdoor Access Code, as it takes place in a motor vehicle. Roadside parking does take place, but visitors should remember that it is not a right and historically has relied upon the goodwill of landowners to permit overnight use. If parking off-road overnight, you should have the permission of the landowner. If it is not clear, then park elsewhere. Ensure you do not block access or entrances and be prepared to move your vehicle if necessary. Bear this in mind where any consumption of alcohol is concerned. If parking in lay-bys or car parks, you must do so in line with the Road Traffic Act 1998 or any parking conditions displayed. In simple terms, vehicles may use a designated formal lay-by to rest, including overnight in a motorhome as long as the activity is contained within the vehicle, i.e. no awnings, tables, chairs, cooking, etc. outside the vehicle. Leave no trace. Care for the environment, and when outside your vehicle, follow the Scottish Outdoor Access Code, and they've included a clickable link there. Access rights do not include motor vehicles. If public or private landowners restrict or regulate parking on their land, you must comply with this. Finally, we have waste disposal. Please ensure you dispose of your waste in the correct manner by following this advice. Don't use public toilets for black waste. In rural areas, these often operate with small-scale sewage treatment or septic tank systems that cannot cope with the multiple toilet cassettes being emptied in such a short space of time. This can result in toilets becoming blocked or being unavailable for use. Do use one of the public available motorhome waste facilities. More are being added all the time, so check the map and list to find one near you. And they provided a clickable link that takes you to the Campervan and Motorhome Professional Association website, where you'll see a map with waste disposal locations on it and the cost for using them. Only use the specially designed motorhome waste disposal facilities. Remember, some chemicals are not septic tank friendly, preventing proper biological decomposition in other systems. Dispose of litter appropriately. If you see an overflowing bin, please don't add to it or leave waste next to it. Take it home or onto your next stop. You can also assist by using recycling points. Again, another clickable link, but this one takes you to a list of places which will be hard to find your nearest one. However, if you click on one of them, you will see a map of its location. I'd just like to add a couple of my own tips. First, don't use your onboard toilet. Use public toilets instead. And second, take a spare cassette with you. I think this advice could be used anywhere in the UK and Ireland, and not just Scotland. But what do you think? Hopefully the guide has helped you become a bit more wild camping savvy, but if you have any questions, then drop it in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, links to the highway code and the Scottish you can actually click the link or tap. Geez, come on! Many of our roads are single track roads where use the first available passing place on your left. If parking off-road overnight, you should have. If parking off-road, ensure you do not park access. Ensure you do not block access or entrances to be. What? Finally, we have waste disposal. Please tongue twist.